Canon's got quite the lineup of both cinema cameras and cinema lenses, but ever since the debut of the RF mount, there hasn't been a native lens option available for the system. Until today. You're looking at 4 of the 7 lenses in what Canon is calling the RF Prime series. We're only able to take a quick look at these lenses today, but let's go down the lineup and see what's new. Starting from the wide end, we have the CNR 14mm T 3.1L f, 20mm T 1.5L f, 24mm T 1.5L f, 35mm T 1.5L f, 50mm T 1.3L f, 85mm T 1.3L f, and the 135mm T 2.2L f. Now, the most obvious change here from the older EF cinema lenses is simply that they don't require an RF to EF adapter to fit cameras such as the EOS C70 and R5C. And as you can probably guess with the R5C in mind, these are indeed able to resolve up to 8K resolution and cover a full-frame sensor. As cinema lenses, optical quality is of course the top concern here, but right after that comes build quality and ergonomics. Now, cinema lenses use geared lens rings to be rigged up with follow focus units like the one you see here, for example, and they share equal barrel lengths to make it easier to swap lenses among all the other gear that you might have on the camera rig. But I'll get to that in a sec. The change to the RF mount allows for more advanced communication between the lens and the camera enhanced over the EF mount. And on top of lens metadata such as focal length and aperture, these lenses will also feature distortion correction information that the C70 and R5C, in movie mode of course, can take full advantage of. This allows for pre-existing things like chromatic aberration correction and peripheral illumination correction, along with dual pixel focus assist to lean on the camera's AF system as a means to accurately judge manual focusing. So as you can see, these look visually quite similar to their EF predecessors. You can see 2 of them behind me right now, and that's by design, as they're intended to match the operating feel of those lenses. That means that across the board, they feature a total length of 125.5mm with the exception of the 14mm and 135mm lenses, which does make sense given that they're at the extreme ends of things. This ensures things like consistent gear positioning and rotation angle on almost every lens. The focus throw on that note is 300 degrees on all lenses. The filter diameter is also consistent at 105mm except for the 14mm, which has no filter thread, and this allows threaded screw-on filters to be used on almost all of them. But for those using drop-in filters with matte boxes, the front diameter on all the lenses is 114mm. The distance indicators can be marked from either side of the lens, which is useful if a camera assistant needs to check from either the operator or assistant side, and the indicators are phosphorescent, meaning that they'll be visible even at nighttime. So that's it for our quick look at the new Canon RF Prime series lenses. This new line means that Canon now provides cinema lenses for EF, RF, and even PL mounts, making them a widely compatible option for productions that want to mix and match cameras, but want consistent Canon glass all the way. Let us know if you're excited to get your hands on these lenses in the comments below. I'm Doug with B&H, and I'll see you next time.